This is the circular step. This is a phenomenal step. It looks great on the dance floor and it feels great when you're doing it. If you love partner dance and you really want to learn how to do this, you've come to the right place and it's all coming up.
There's a wind and it's blowing. There's a current that's running deep. I can't see but I know it. That something's not what it's meant to be. Hearing brother against brother now. Anger grows.
Hey everyone, I'm Aldon, founder and creator of DanceSystems. I created DanceSystems to allow everyone to learn partner dance, no matter what your dance level is. I've been so lucky to have taught people from around the world and watched them achieve their dance goals using this method. So let's get into the content. This is the circular step, and it's such a lovely step to learn and to dance. If you think about it, up to this point, most of the steps that we've learned have been linear, so left and right, forward and back. But it's also really important aesthetically to have a circular step and also to be able to navigate the dance floor. Really useful step to have. So follow along with the structure of this video. It's really laid out nicely. So we're going to talk about the follow and what the follow needs to know. We're then going to move on to the lead. We're going to learn how to lead the step. Then there's going to be a discussion about what to consider when you actually partner to do the step. We're going to have a follow along. And then of course the bonus section where we're really going to give some finer points, especially on the styling aspect and also how to make the step look and feel so much better.
Blue-eyed baby, brown-eyed lady. Let's see how this story ends. Let's see how it ends. Fading.
So followers, let's get into it. Let's go through the steps. So from the top, first thing, as always, we're going to go into our ready position. So from our ready position, weight always into the left hip and let that right knee pop forward. We're going to start with a pivot. And the story with a pivot is we are literally going to draw our right foot slightly back and push into the ground. We're going to pivot 90 degrees. Notice again, my left knee is popping forward. From here, I'm going to step forward at 45 degrees or making a quarter turn. Next, on 3, I'm going to step out so that my right foot is parallel to my left foot. And that's important to create that shape. I'm now going to do another quarter step and step out so that again my foot is parallel. So it's basically a repetition of the previous step. I'm going to end up into my right hip on 5. I'm going to go into my left hip on 6. On 7, I'm going to bring it back to our waiting position. From here, I'm going to step forward again at 45 degrees and I'm going to do another pivot to close. So having a look at it from this angle, from the ready position, we are stepping on 1 with our pivot, stepping a quarter on 2, 3 parallel line, another quarter, 4. Here's our parallel line on 5 into the right hip, stepping 6, 7 is the waiting position, 8 is your quarter step and closing. So from the ready position, pivot on 1, stepping out 2, making that parallel step on 3, another quarter turn on 4. Here's my parallel step on 5 and going into the hip. Back on 6, here's the waiting position on 7. Here's my little arc step to close. I hope you're enjoying the content and learning loads. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell and share this content with like-minded people so that they can also learn this amazing art form. So leads, let's get into it. So here we go. For you, on 1. As we start, that will just be the ready position, 1. So from here, you're just shifting your weight to your right hip, and you'll notice your left knee pops out. As you'll see later on, it's really important to make a knee connection with your partner, but you'll see that a little bit clearer on in the partner section. So that would be 1. Next, we're stepping out on 2, which is just a 45-degree step for you. Keep it small. Next, we're going to step out and make a parallel line. Notice my toes are parallel. I'm now going to do another quarter step. And again, step out, making that parallel line and finishing in my right hip. I'm bringing it back for 6, bringing it into that waiting position on 7, and all I'm doing is pushing forward for 7 and closing on 8. Leads, let's have a look at this from a tight angle. So starting from your ready position, 1, stepping out with your quarter step on 2, making that straight line on 3, the parallel line, another quarter step on 4, stepping out with a parallel line to the right hip, 5, left hip, 6, bringing it into that waiting position, 7, pushing forward and close. So let's have a look at it again from this angle. So here we go. So 1 is ready, stepping forward a quarter on 2. There's 3 parallel, 4 is the next bit, and 5 in the hip. Here is 6. Bringing in that waiting position on 7, pushing forward and closing. So now, the big question is, how do you actually lead the step? So let's get into that. So from the waiting position, from your starting position, weight is 50-50, you need to get into that ready position, but you need to lead the pivot for your partner. So in order to do that, what it is, it's a slight raising of your frame, please, nothing too hectic, a slight raising of your frame and a little twist as you go into the waiting position. So it looks like that, and again, that. So here we go. So there is 1. Please make sure you make that knee connection at the end of 1. Now, all you're doing is, there's no pushing with the arms, just keeping your frame nice and firm. You're literally pushing forward on 2, and you're creating that arc step or that turn for your partner. So you'll feel your partner starting to turn on that quarter turn. Then locking in your frame, just keep it for 3. Nice and upright. Now do exactly the same thing again. Here is 4. And now on 5, what I want you to do is really take your weight across into your hip. Your partner will feel that and go with it. Bringing it back 6, exactly the same thing. Bringing in for 7. And now all I'm doing is I'm literally stepping forward. And as I'm stepping forward, I'm using my fingertips literally to bring my partner around to the closed position. So, for the quick reference, here we go. Let's have a look at it from this angle for the quick reference. So starting on 1, stepping 2, stepping out 3, stepping again 4, stepping 5, 6, 7, close, 8. So let's discuss this step with partner. Okay, so here we go. I think from this angle. So as we start off with our first step, so this is our starting position, and now we get ready, and here is our waiting or our ready position. First waypoint or check-in point, please notice the knee connection. And once I've got that knee connection, I've lined myself up perfectly, because now I can see where my 45 degrees is. And followers, you're going to feel the actual 45 degrees as well. Now, as I step out, this is me stepping at a quarter. And as I step at a quarter, you can see Kami is also stepping through at a quarter. Next, I'm stepping across. Notice my thigh connection. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing again, stepping and into that right hip, which is making Kami go into the right hip, bringing it back to the left hip. Followers, please don't forget to keep that connection. Now, as I step, I release Kami a little bit in my frame here so that she knows that she needs to make the waiting position, but ever so small. And now all I'm doing is I'm leaning it forward to close. So for the quick reference, so here we go. From the starting position, we're going into the waiting position. And from here, I'm stepping forward. Notice there is my thigh connection. Again, I'm stepping, making that quarter step, and again, pushing into the hip and bringing it back. Now letting Kami go slightly there, and we're both perfectly balanced. Followers, on your own balance, no hanging. Then stepping forward to close.
City lights on summer nights, rose petal lips stained red, and I'm lost in a whirling blur in my head. Slow and falling fast, falling fast.
You've made it to the bonus section. Well done. This is where we make it look and feel great. So followers, let's start off with a few bonus tips for you guys. First one that I wanted to mention to you is when we're doing this step, so let's run it. So here we go for one. Please keep that pivot nice and tight. So as you can see, Kami's legs are not moving. She's pivoting on the spot. Tip number one. Okay. Tip number two, please keep it tall and small. So straight lines, 2 and 3. Please wait for your partner to make that connection. Have a look 4 and 5. On your swaying, please keep your legs straight. I want you with bent knees, it looks like this. We don't really want to go with the bent knees on this one. So just keep those legs nice and straight as you're swaying. Now, finally, last tip, as you come in, please carry your weight on that waiting position. Can you see? If you pull on your partner, what's going to happen is you're going to pull him or your partner off balance and then make the finish really, really hard and clumsy to finish. So please watch that when you're bringing your waiting position in. Please make sure in that waiting position that you're carrying your own weight. Come on, one more tip. We've got to talk about the hands. Okay. So, when learning to dance, it's important to be conscious and an understanding of what you're doing with your hands when you go. So let's just keep this one really, really simple. I would recommend either a palm up or down, but let's go with the palm down on this one. Also, fingers are never hard and straight, but just much more natural, slight bend in them. So if you just have a look at Kami's hand as she goes, so 2 and 3, making 90 degrees with her side, meaning the arm is not back or forward, just really, really neat. And this is just a nice way to hold it as you go. There we are. Okay. Leads. Let's talk about your bonus tips. Okay. So first thing is, with regards to the lead, as I'm going on about it, please make sure you have that knee connection. It sets everything up, and it's always the soft part of the knee. Can you see it's never bone to bone? I'm using the soft part of the knee on the side there. And as I'm pushing out, notice my shapes are very defined. So I'm very aware of that is my quarter turn or 45. Your partner will feel the more definite you are about your angles and your direction, your partner will feel it. So there is 2. And then again, and all I'm doing is I'm locking my frame in. As you can see, here's my hand. I'm not squeezing on the back. I'm just keeping my frame nice and firm. Again, I'm stepping forward 3. And on this part, please be aware you don't want to go too far with the swaying. Keep the swaying just not too much, because again, you're going to throw your partner off if your swaying is too big. So keep your legs straight with a small, gentle sway here. And then again, we're bringing it in to close. Guys, remember, the more you practice it, it really, really should start to feel light and very good to dance. I hope you're enjoying and learning loads. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and leave any comments. I'd love to get back to you.
City lights on summer nights, rose petal lips stained red, and I'm lost in a whirling blur in my head, moving slow and falling fast, falling fast. Spin me around and take my hand, hardly more than friends. Yeah. Blue-eyed baby, brown-eyed lady, let's see how this story ends.